let us look at the cellular base of all living things. In the Hall of Fame of biology theories, the cell theory is among the superstars. Its seeds were planted during the 17th century following the invention of the microscope. Robert Hooke, who lived from 1635 to 1703, was well known in his day as the curator of experiments for the Royal Society of London. He had developed an excellent compound microscope, and he used it to observe small organisms. Hooke noted the box-like structures that he found in thin slices of cork. He called them cells since they reminded him of the cells in a monastery. Within a decade, the Royal Society asked Hooke to review the work of another man by the name of Antoine van Leeuwenhoek. The latter had observed living cells when he viewed microbes in pond water. In 1665, Robert Hooke published a book of his observations called Macrographia. He illustrated it with detailed drawings of microscopic views of insects, plants, feathers, and yes, those famous quark cells. Samuel Pepys praised it as the most ingenious book that I ever read in my life. But this is only part of the story. Mathis Sheldon, in 1838, proposed that like quark, not just only quark, but all plants of all kinds were composed of cells. Now, a year later from this, another man who is considered to be the first part or the first proposer of the cell theory, by the name of Theodor Schwann, took it even further. He lived in 1868, and what he proposed was that the first part of the cell theory was he believed that the cell is the basic unit of all living things, not just plants and not just quark. Then another man came along by the name of Virchow. Rudolf Virchow combined the earlier ideas and went on to show that cells are the result of division of pre-existing cells. He proposed that the final part of the cell theory was, in fact, that all things came from already living things, or all cells only came from pre-existing living cells, which flew in the face of a common concept back in that time known as abiogenesis,